Good morning. Thank you all for being here. Yesterday, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and their extreme MAGA Republican friends kicked off their convention. What was the theme yesterday? Make America wealthy again. But by America, they mean rich people. Sure, they pretended to mean not just the super wealthy and corporations. They pretended to mean everyone. They pretended that they are pro-worker, pro-union party. But America saw right through their act. Last night's audience certainly did not show a lot of enthusiasm during the primetime remarks about standing up for America's workers. The response could have been described as lukewarm at best. Some tepid applause here and there, a forced smile from former President Trump when he would realize that the camera was panned on him. But that's hardly surprising, because Donald Trump's Republican Party will always choose big, greedy, anti-union extremists over the working men and women of America. So if they want to talk about the economy, let's do that. Trump's disastrous job record is just the beginning of his long list of economic failures. He offshored tens of thousands of manufacturing jobs, including jobs that could have stayed or been created right here in the state of Wisconsin. His tax schemes gave incentive to the companies to ship jobs overseas rather than keep them here in America. He promised a manufacturing boom. He promised an infrastructure week. He promised the revitalization of an auto industry. And he delivered on none of it. And who paid the price for his failures? Hardworking Americans. If given the chance, he won't just do this all again. He'll do much, much worse. Trump was one of the most anti-union presidents, too. He has openly insulted labor leaders, disparaged union workers as dues-sucking people, and said that he wants to get rid of organized labor. If given the chance now, he's desperately trying to cover for his record to win those same voters. But Trump is kidding himself if he thinks hardworking Americans will be fooled by these lies. Let's be clear. Donald Trump will side with Wall Street over Main Street every single day of the week. President Biden is the most pro-union, pro-worker president this nation has ever seen. He's the first sitting president to ever walk a picket line. He's had workers back time and time again. Major unions across this country have endorsed President Biden because they believe in his vision of building an economy that works for everyone. President Biden knows that when an economy is pro-union and pro-labor, everyone gets ahead. President Biden is the jobs president. He's created nearly 16 million jobs. We've seen the lowest unemployment rate in over 50 years, including record low black unemployment. President Biden didn't just deliver an infrastructure week. He's ushered in the start of an infrastructure decade. While Trump broke promise after promise, President Biden is delivering a great economic comeback and a historic manufacturing boom. We haven't just had a bounce back from the economic effects of the pandemic. We've witnessed the greatest economic recovery that this nation has ever seen. And that's all thanks to the hard work of President Biden. Donald Trump called Milwaukee horrible. But the reality is there is nothing more horrible than his vision for America. There's only one ticket with the most pro-union, pro-worker president that this country has ever seen, and that is the Democratic ticket, with President Biden and Vice President Harris. And with the American people's support, this November, the Biden-Harris administration will continue to fight for hardworking families for 4 more years. And with that, it's my pleasure to turn it over to Chair Wickler.